right, let's just get this over because I'm actually beyond the point of rage at this moment in time. I'm beyond the point of madness. It's one of those things like your parent-teacher evenings where, you know, you're just like, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. And that's literally what my mood is right now. And that's why I'm going to do this video as quick as possible, get what I need to say off the line, and just go on and enjoy my life, the rest of my life, apart from Chelsea Football Club. Because I've had a very good Christmas, I have to say. I've had a very good New Year as well. And Chelsea Football Club doing their absolute utmost best to it over for me. I don't know where Frank Lampard goes from this in terms of his job as Chelsea manager, to be honest, because I said it after the Arsenal game. I can't remember it ever working out after a manager has blamed his players for performance like we saw against Arsenal, and since then it's just been absolutely terrible. Even before then, against Wolves, against Everton, even in the victory over West Ham, it was just absolutely piss poor. And yeah, I'm absolutely, as I said, I'm beyond the point of rage right now because I'm just broken. I'm just shattered emotionally, if I'm being perfectly honest. I mean, I watched that first half especially. I mean, let's be honest, the reason City didn't score more is because Pep Guardiola had his team in the dressing room at half-time and just said, you know what, this game is done and dusted, let's just, you know, preserve our energy for later games. And that's literally the reason why City only went away with a 3-1 win. I completely forgot about Hudson-Odoi's goal, and that is one thing I want to say that I do blame Frank Lampard for in this game. Playing Hakim Ziyech, who, yes, is a very good player, and I see his thinking because of the fact that he could ping it over the top to Werner to obviously beat City's high line. But what must Callum Hudson-Odoi be thinking? What must he do to get a consistent run of games in this, you know, Chelsea team? Because against Arsenal, he was our best player. Aston Villa, he was our best player, our only creative spark. When he came off the bench, he was one of the only players showing any bit of fight. What must he be thinking? Because surely that's a confidence knocker. Luckily, he scored the goal, which will give him a bit of confidence and will just, you know, shove it in Lampard's face. But yeah, I'm sure a lot of you guys will be now asking if this is the final straw for me in terms of supporting Frank Lampard as Chelsea manager, and I will say no, simply because of the fact, yes, I know he's doing extremely badly right now, but I'm going to be honest, he overachieved with us last season. That was a good point that I actually saw Rory Jennings make on the kickoff, and he massively overachieved us last season. I mean, if you look back to the start of the 19-20 season, I should say, a lot of people thought with the transfer ban, losing Hazard and the whole turmoil after losing Maurizio Sarri, that Chelsea would finish around mid-table and finish 8th at highest, and to get top 4 in that way was just absolutely brilliant, especially with the squad we did have. So he's earned this season, he's earned a bit of time. But the main reason I just think that there's actually no point in sacking him, if I'm being perfectly honest, is because we've seen the likes of Thomas Tuchel be linked, even Julian Nagelsmann. To be honest, whoever we get as manager is going to be sacked in 3 years maximum anyway, so what's the actual point? The one reason why we wanted Lampard, of course, was because of his legendary status and the fact that he would steer the ship to safety after the whole transfer ban thing. He'd, you know, steady the ship and make sure all the youngsters get integrated into the squad and obviously carry us through the transfer ban situation, and also because of the fact as well that, you know, we wanted a stable manager that would be our manager over a consistent period of time for the likes of 5 to 6 years, and we're not going to get that with any other manager, I'm not going to lie, unless it's someone really, really young like Nagelsmann who just gets off the mark really, really quickly and builds a dynasty at Chelsea, which is just really unlikely. And that's why I just think we're in such a mess of a situation at this moment in time, because I feel like the Chelsea Football Club I grew up with they were just winning everything, winning titles every few seasons, I feel like it's gone. I just do. I mean, there's a serious mentality issue at this club right now, because every single season, it's no coincidence that every single season since we won the league in 16-17, we've just turned to absolute over Christmas, and we've been spineless, we've not put in performances, we've not got results in the thick of games, and that is why it's just so frustrating to see. And the main thing that just really annoys me, and one of the main reasons why watching that match, I was actually nearly in tears, I'm not even gonna lie, because I was like, what is this club coming to? There was absolutely zero fight until probably Callum Hudson-Odoi and Billy Gilmore came on. I think the only player that could walk into the half-time dressing room with his head held high, satisfied with his performance and his level of fight, was Christian Pulisic, and maybe in the half-time interval he needed to tell his teammates to get a fucking grip, because nobody showed fight except for him. It was a gutless, spineless performance. So fucking annoyed at the state of this football club that it's become in the last few years. And it doesn't get any easier either, because our next game we have Fulham away, a London derby, then of course we have Leicester, which of course are in massive form right now and are probably going to absolutely capitulate us. We do have an FA Cup game against Morecambe, which if it does go ahead, because of course Morecambe have been self-isolating from coronavirus, if that does go ahead we'll probably beat them like 5 or 6-0 and everyone will come out with their shells again and say everything's okay. But that's why it's so frustrating at this moment in time. How have we spent £250 million and gotten worse? How have we improved our squad? Our squad now is 10 times better than the squad we had 2 years ago in 17-18, and we've gotten worse. And don't get me wrong as well, we had no excuses today, because yes, Manchester City were very, very good and they were as clinical as they weren't really this season so far. But our squad on paper was very arguably a better team than City put out today. They didn't have Ederson, Kyle Walker, Gabriel Jesus, Sergio Aguero didn't start. They were missing so many of their players and they literally just treated it like a training game. And as I said, the only reason why we got let off the hook with a 3-1 defeat is because City decided they had the game won and didn't even try and press press charges against us till the end of the game, and that is the only reason why we weren't absolutely completely humiliated today. One of the things that really annoys me as well, and don't get me wrong, Ben Chilwell, he seems like a great bloke, he seems like a top lad, and he seems like the type of person you'd love to spend time with, but ever since he made that stupid comment about us feeling unbeatable, we feel like we can't be beaten right now. Well, how's that worked out? Because since then we've lost to Everton, Wolves, marginally beaten West Ham in a performance that didn't deserve it, we've lost to Arsenal, we've drew Aston Villa at home, and now we've been battered by City. So how's that working out for you? I mean, if we go through the goals, it was just absolutely, it is elite levels of comedic value, because the first goal, Gundogan, yes, Mendy maybe should have done a bit better, but I wouldn't blame him for it, because first of all, Gundogan shouldn't be getting that amount of space to firstly turn Thiago Silva and then get the space to actually take the shot. We gave City too much space for the entire 90 minutes. They were passing it around us. The one thing you want to do against this City side is make sure that they don't get the ball to the likes of De Bruyne, the likes of Foden, the likes of Sterling, even Rodri, Bernardo Silva, because they're elite ballers with incredible technical ability who can split defences like that. And I don't know why we gave them so much time and space to pick out passes. The second goal was an absolute disgrace defending, because Foden for some reason was allowed about 7 acres of space in the box. Ben Chilwell and Thiago Silva just completely lack of spatial awareness in that role. And the third goal was just comedic as well, because for some reason we allowed Raheem Sterling, the fastest player on the fucking pitch, to have a free run on goal. And yes, I know he held it up. We gave him space to even take the shot in the first place, hit the post, comedic defending, allowed De Bruyne to just tap it into an empty net. It was just disgraceful defending. Honestly, every aspect of this game was fucking piss poor, and it actually annoys me so much, and that's why my brain at this moment in time is fried, because I don't know whether to rage, whether to just stay composed, because I'm emotionally scarred from this last month, and maybe I'm over exaggerating, but we're not getting top 4. We're gonna have to go back to the fucking Europa League, which was the worst season of my fucking life, having to play against FC fucking Pasta Lasagna FC from the back arse of Liechtenstein. We're gonna have to do that every Thursday night again. I can't be and then we're going to go back into a rebuilding phase under a new manager like Thomas Tuchel, who'll probably be sacked after 2 years. He'll probably win an FA Cup or something like that. And then we'll be in the same cycle over and over and over again until we eventually, I don't know, just life stops existing. And if you think I'm over-exaggerating, can you please, in the comment section below, I actually beg you, please give me some hope, raise my spirits, and give me a reason why you think we will qualify for the Champions League this season, because let's be honest, Liverpool are already there, City will get there, United are on form at the moment, Bruno Fernandes just doing an absolute carry job on them at the moment. United will get into the top 4, Spurs will get their way in there, Leicester are way better than us at the moment, Everton are better than us at the moment, Aston Villa are better than us at the moment, even probably fucking Arsenal are better than us at the moment. I mean, I was taking the piss out of them a few weeks ago for being relegation fodder while we were in the title charge, and now we're only 3 points ahead of them. Like, that is absolutely laughable. Oh, honestly, this video is going to be so long, but I really don't care, because there's so much I probably even missed out on in this video, because as I said, my brain is completely fried. I'm talking absolute nonsense right now. I'm just emotionally wrecked after that game, after the last few games as well, and thank God we get a bit of a break from the Premier League now, because our next Premier League game isn't for like a week and a half, thank God. And yeah, I don't know about you, but I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of my new year until Chelsea eventually let us down once again. And yeah, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like, as per usual, be massively appreciated. As you can see, I am struggling with life right now. And yeah, also make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new. We are looking to hit 1,200 subscribers as soon as you possibly can, so yeah, if you do subscribe to the channel, it costs you absolutely nothing and makes my day. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Chelsea 1, Manchester City 3. Another humiliating performance with a bad result on the end of it. More pressure on Frank Lampard's shoulders. And I'll see you guys next time.